And tonight, NBC Investigates has new information about that ICE officer who fired his weapon, killing the woman in Minnesota. He was involved in a recent incident where he was injured in an immigration stop. NBC Investigates Chuck Goudie looks into what happened then and just yesterday.
The ICE agent involved in the shooting is identified as Jonathan Ross, a veteran of the agency's enforcement and removal team. This afternoon, Vice President J.D. Vance said the officer deserves a debt of gratitude for using his gun to stop what he and other administration officials called domestic terrorism. Tonight, the NBC Chicago investigative team has learned new details of Agent Ross's background that includes a vehicle dragging incident in Minnesota last June.
That very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile?
While the vice president didn't provide details of the previous incident, NBC5 Investigates now can. From this court affidavit, complete with photos of the incident. June 17th last summer, here in Bloomington, Minnesota, ICE teams were pursuing Mexican undocumented immigrant Roberto Munoz, who had a violent criminal history, they said. According to authorities and the photos, when they curbed Munoz's car, Officer Ross had his arm in the suspect's car window when the driver sped off, dragging Ross 100 yards until Ross could tase the driver, but not before he suffered serious injuries, arm, hand, and leg injuries requiring almost 36 stitches and a hospital stay. Ross has been assigned to this team of ICE veterans trained to track and deport violent criminal undocumented immigrants. The 37-year-old woman, Renee Good, who he shot and killed yesterday during an ICE operation, did not have a criminal record and was an American citizen. But U.S. officials today say she was to blame for the fatal outcome.
He acted appropriately to protect his life and the life of his colleagues and fellow law enforcement officers that were there and people that were surrounding.
She was trying to ram this guy with her car. He shot back. He defended himself. He's already been seriously wounded in law enforcement operations before, and everybody who's been repeating the lie that this is some innocent woman who was out for a drive in Minneapolis when a law enforcement officer shot at her, you should be ashamed of yourself.
I would ask him to de-escalate in the moment, to allow Minnesotans to back up and grieve, to allow this investigation to be played out by the rule of law. I said it again, I have not passed any judgment on this. And to please, whatever it is, leave Minnesota alone.
ICE officer Ross was hit by the driver yesterday, according to law enforcement officials, and taken to the hospital. He was treated and released, they say, and tonight is with his family. As Vice President Vance said today, wishful that he didn't have to fire any fatal shots. Back to you.
Chuck, thank you.